What up guys, ABKG here. The new series of Redmi Note are here. The Redmi Note 14, the Redmi Note 14 Pro and the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus. Let's go and see what Xiaomi Redmi has unleashed in the new these mid-range smartphones. The Redmi Note 14 is standard version, IP64 dust and water resistant, OLED 120Hz refresh rate screen, HDR10 plus 2100 nits peak, 6.67 inches. It's not that much larger, always on display because it has an OLED screen. Android 14 based on HyperOS with MediaTek Dimensity 7025 Ultra 6nm project, 128 gig, 6 gigabyte of RAM, 128 gig, 8 gigabyte of RAM, and 256 gig, 8 gigabyte of RAM, and 256 gig, 12 gigabyte of RAM. Wow, this is large. This is just the standard version of. Oh, goes to the Pro. Comes with AMOLED, 68 billion colors, Corning Gorilla Glass, always on display. Android 14 upgradable to Android 17. MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Ultra 4nm. 128 gig, 8 gig RAM, 256 gig, 8 gig RAM, 256 gig, 12 gig RAM, 512 gig, 12 gigabyte of RAM, 50 MP, 1 camera, 8 MP ultra wide and 2 MP macro HDR, 4K recording video. Wow, this is great too. And then there is the beast, the Pro Plus version, which can also be upgraded to Android 17. But this comes with Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 based on 4nm process, and it only has 256 GB and 12 gig, 512 GB and 12 gigs of RAM, 512 GB and 16 GB of RAM. Wow, this is massive. I think this is the beast in this lineup of series. This is the beast, which has 50 MP. It has telephoto camera which can zoom 2.5 times, optical zoom, can record up to 4K2 with electronic imaging stabilization and rest. So when you're comparing between the Pro Plus and the Pro, exactly, of course, the Pro Plus has much more advantage over the Pro. 12 gigabytes of RAM versus 8 gigabytes of RAM, and more storage, and even more chipset. The Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 is much more faster, better efficiency, better architecture than the MediaTek 7300 Ultra. Well, I guess it's personal preference or price. The price matters because the 14 Pro Plus is much more expensive than the 14 Pro. So guys, with this comes the end of our today's encounter. Hey, follow, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more updates. It's really going to make my day. Exactly. Until next time, ABKG here. Bye.